Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video Intruder, and welcome back to Total War Three Kingdoms, where we are closing in on our first Imperial seat. We are going to become an Imperial contender today. But on that topic, actually, I should address one thing that has come up in the comments. Some people have said, why don't you just negotiate with Gongsun Zan, because you can diplomatically force him to abdicate his Imperial ambitions. Except actually, you can't. You see, if I nip down here to the Kingdom of Bar, you're not allowed to actually force other people to step down and stop wanting to be Emperor, unless you yourself are Emperor. And Loyalists can't be Emperor till they've taken their first seat. So over here with the Kingdom of Bar, I'm not allowed to insist they abdicate until I myself am an Imperial contender. So at the bare minimum, I do need to take one throne. And blimey does Gongsun Zan's look very, very vulnerable right now. So we'll be moving in that direction with Sleeping Dragon. Though sadly we can't quite make it to that trade port this turn, unfortunately. So we'll take that next turn, that'll be all absolutely fine. But for the time being, yeah, we've got one other problem, which is we somehow managed to annoy Liu Bei. Like Liu Bei, the most honourable, virtuous, doesn't backstab you man in the world, he backstabbed us. So I guess it is possible I may actually be the bad guy, yes. Still, we've got Kongrang heading in that direction to take a bit of territory off him. We don't want to keep it. In fact, we gave him this territory in the first place. But we'll take it back for the moment, then give it back to him a second time in order to basically gain peace with him. But for the time being, yeah, Chen's going to be a little bit on the vulnerable side. The whole of the Central Plains is pretty much, yeah, unguarded, as long as Kongrang is heading over there to deal with the city. So, I suspect we can afford to raise one new army, yes. Though, hang on. Before we do that, Council, by any chance... Hang on, what do you want me to do again? You want me to infiltrate that faction? Well, unfortunately, I failed to do that, so let's just have ourselves some new quests. Because one of you is going to want me to raise a force, which I'm about to do, so that'll be a freebie. You want me to forge an alliance with Zhang Yan? Okay, I'm not sure that one's going to happen. Actually, no, for once, nobody wants me to raise a force. Instead, they want settlement administration and labour building, so we'll take care of both of them in time. Here we go. Sun Shao can serve us once more. He's always been a reliable pair of hands. Marvellous. And the rarely used strategist Yang Di can just help him out with a bit of fire support. Those two together should be absolutely fine. Yeah, just match them up with the garrison. Shouldn't be a problem. So, let's just give you some... Hang on, what's nice and cheap? Medium archers are indeed very nice and cheap. Lovely. Then again, so are medium crossbows. Okay, you know what? We'll have a bit of both. Lovely. So those forces are being raised up now. It'll take a bit of time for them to actually be strong enough. But yeah, they're not exactly designed to go and hunt down Liu Bei. We just want to make sure any invading force actually gets met by defenders. Ah, yes. And as for Mi Heng, I did have a bit of a plan for him. Let's just have him stand right here and... Okay, apparently we started off with someone standing in a territory I was supposed to have a person go and visit, so that's good. So you just stay there for the minute. Yeah, I think we actually need to go on the offensive versus Zhang Yan just to make him shut the hell up. Oh dear, I've just discovered a small complication or possibly opportunity inside the Liu Bei war. So, guess who's working for Liu Bei these days? It's Gao Pei, the man who killed Liu Humin. He's now back on the field, and I'm technically at war with him, so he's a long way out of the way. I don't know how we'd take him out, but keep an eye, because if he was to actually lead the campaign against Chen, we might finally be able to get our revenge. Right, time to see if Liu Bei is going to actually move in immediately. What are you planning, Liu Bei? And I think Liu Bei himself might be sailing straight up the river to confront me. Lu Bu, meanwhile, wants me to go to war against Gongdu. Yeah, sorry, that's not happening. I'm actually trading with him right now, and it's quite valuable. Yeah, I feel like Lu Bu didn't like me already, so... actually, he might be about to completely backstab me. If we're lucky, he's going to be too busy dealing with all that trouble up north. Oh, and this is just what I needed to see. Liu Zhang is taking this opportunity to attack Liu Bei. Good, that'll keep him busy. Downside though, Zhang Zhan has attacked Lu Bu and that's actually pulled me in, so, right. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to be friends with her. Okay, let's focus on what we can do here. Sleeping Dragon can get straight into this trade port and knock it the hell over. Oh, looks like it's one of these fights where they've decided they want to come and take me on directly, which, really works for me, because it's winter. and that means they need to advance very slowly through the snow, while I just slowly decide to attack them with trebuchets, archers, and all the rest of it. And how about we activate Way of the Wind, because I just feel like absolutely destroying the lot of you. Yeah, that'd be good. Right, they're starting to flee. Put your fire right here on the bunched up together lads, please. That'd be marvellous. And, oh, that's some good kills. That's some good stuff right there. And at this point, yeah, the front line's pretty much gone. So now it's just a question of making all these guys break. So expose the cavalry to a little bit of risk. And yeah, just basically send everyone forward. See if we can just break absolutely all of these guys in a single massive artillery blow. But looks to me like, yeah, momentarily this will be over. The last couple of units will break. And then that is instant victory right there. Come on. You can't stand up to this. And that should be your lot. Marvellous. Well done, everybody. 800 kills on the trebuchets. Bloody hell. Right, commandery secured, but we don't want to hold this, alright? We're just going to hold it for the time being as leverage to secure the peace that we want down the line. Speaking of which, that's precisely why Li Heng is by this here iron mine. You guys, get over there, knock that place over. And on this occasion, they've decided not to come out, so, yeah, with my extremely experienced catapults, I should be able to just knock these guys down. Yeah, in all fairness, 2 shots, they're already actually burning down their towers. So, yeah, I think this is going to go just fine, actually, because as usual, the garrisons are extremely limited. Plenty of spears, plenty of horses, literally no range whatsoever. So as a result of that, I could just move my crossbows forward and slaughter these bastards. Right, they're pretty much out of infantry, and that means all they've got left is cavalry. And yeah, you don't want to charge cavalry directly into spears. That's a really, really good way to get them murdered. But you know what? Feel free to keep on trying. Like, you know, until you're all dead, ideally. And, oh, here we go. Is this going to be a proper charge? Because if they just sort of, like, walk in, it doesn't count as a charge. There's no charge deflection. But, yeah, if they do actually charge at me, there is proper charge deflection, and they are absolutely massacred. And here we go. Giant pile of raiders just piling themselves in. They'll do some damage, just because, yeah, the ones at the back, I'm not sure there was officially charge deflection, because these guys weren't braced. They were already fighting. But, yeah, it doesn't look like it's really working for them. And by the way, I've got some spare G just in case. And the last of them break. Nice simple stuff there, just a handful of spearmen went down. Now, loot this place to get as much as we can out of it, because let's just say we're not planning to hold on to this one in the long term. No, 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 no. I've got bigger plans for this mine. Ooh, and a difficult choice indeed. I could start converting all of my grand lodges into big tea houses, which would definitely be worth more money, but right now, I don't actually own a source of tea. I'm just trading for it. So, let's not do that, just in case the tea supply ever dries up. Instead, let's just keep upgrading them into big old guest houses. Also, Dong Lai, which is right at the point of rebellion, so I brought it up to level 7, purely for the sake of unlocking a new slot here, because you guys need to chill the flip out, alright? You just need to calm down. So a temple can ultimately get up to plus 16. I think the school's going to get up to plus 10. But that should probably be enough, to be honest. Yeah, let's just get some of them constructed immediately, because that, yep, stabilizes public order. Good. So Donglai is now under control for the time being, and will slowly start recovering. Oh, and we finally got some good news with the spies. So, we've got ourselves a general inside Zhang Yan's forces. That's nice and good there. Together with okay, also an administrator. Hang on, was that the same guy? Yeah, Ma Yu is now simultaneously an administrator and a general. Good. There he is. Right, so if we go and kill that guy, try to make sure this one escapes. Right, nice couple of simple ones to start us off there. But next year in spring, that's when the big stuff's going to start. And, right, so the Kingdom of Bar is... No, sorry, that's Yin Li. Sorry, I forgot I'd given him a move order. Yeah, Liu Bei's still on the way. Okay, perfect world. I need to deal with him before he actually gets to me, because I don't have to kill him. And uh-oh, that's Lady Wu, who's come out to meet Yin Li. Oh, Yin Li, I'm so sorry about this, but you ain't gonna win that one. The question is there any chance you can actually make it to shore after you lose, or Oh, Yin Li, I'm so flippin' sorry. That's a real shame. Yin Li was actually, you know, pretty darn cool, but he's a bit on the dead side now. And you want to give me some money for legitimacy. You know what? I'm going to give you that for free. That is an absolute flippin' freebie, because me and you have started to fall out a bit, and I'd like us to be friends again. So, how about we just... Uh-oh. Everybody else hates that. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Is it anyone I actually care about, though? Not a huge amount, to be honest, no. So, I'm going to just say yes. We're going to say yes to that, and now you're going to like me, and everything's going to be lovely. Marvellous. Still, based on what we saw, the Kingdom of Bar's probably not going to be a thing for too much longer. Feels like, yeah, Sun Jian's just going to eat them momentarily. Oh no, good news! Yin Li managed to survive. He just kind of like swam back to court somehow. So, yeah, Liu Hubin just died out of nowhere. But Yin Li's fleet was literally sunk on the south coast of China, the other side of the empire from where we are. He was the only flipping survivor, outnumbered 3-1. But no, he's just straight back again. Obviously he is. But you know what? That's fine, because Yin Li was pretty good. And yeah, I really don't want to fight these guys because Zhang Fei and Guan Yu are both kinda terrifying. So, yeah, I need this to be over before they get to me. And annoyingly, Kongrang can't quite make it to the fishing port this turn. Dear oh flippin' dear, Kongrang. Right, we need to find a way to maybe speed this up a bit. I'm getting worried. Right, Sleeping Dragon just starts heading north here. May as well stand inside the territory for the time being because, yeah, you can't make it there this turn anyway. So, stay where you are, charge up a little bit further, alright? And don't knock out Gongsun Zan because he could be a useful part of the peace process yet. Now, as for down south, I may as well actually start making a bit of a move here because there's probably some very good money to be made. All of these territories are vastly underdeveloped, so I see no reason why I wouldn't actually start, you know, just moving south with Kong Rong. This territory can totally look after itself. Like, Jan Ye, just look at that. That's so much good stuff right there. Kong Rong should just start moving south, making a lot of noise and drawing a lot of attention to himself, because now we know Lady Wu's down here. One of their big, strong, experienced armies is miles out of position, and Liu Bei ain't coming to help anymore, so I may as well just have a bit of fun trashing some flippin' territory. Ah yes, and Mi Heng, we might just be able to spot on. Head over there, attack that livestock farm, because we need to have more territory we can sell to either Zhang Yan or Gongsun Zan to end the war when the time to do that is right. But make sure you don't kill the male strategist, alright? Everyone else is fine, not the male strategist. Ma Yu must survive. He's actually one of ours. Right, nice simple layout here. We've got some beautiful shield walls at the front door, spears on the flanks, big farm here to anchor my line against, that's just lovely too, and forward deployed melee cavalry to get behind their archers, lovely. So yeah, let them come to me, and feel free to just use your generals a bit on the aggressively side, because, oh blimey, that's, it's a lot of troops actually, but many of them are very, very weak indeed. Oh, don't expose my cavalry. I'm going to be really annoyed if you're about to expose my cavalry. Great. Okay, our units have been discovered. They know about it. And also, oh, blimey, the trebuchet's already firing. Marvellous. Right here, right in the middle. The strong units. Let's just weaken the full strength ones. At the bare minimum, there's a good chance they won't actually decide to fire on me if I'm actually engaged in a melee. So, their archers probably won't do... okay, some of them are actually firing. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't. What's your melee evasion, by the way? 65%. Fine, but not spectacular. And this is not what you were supposed to be doing. This wasn't your flipping job. Get out of there. Also, the game claims this level 1 commander is equal to Gan Yen. No. I don't believe that for one bloody second. Well, when the time's right, I'm very much willing to let him try and prove that, but I suspect it's not going to do very much. No, I think he's going to be flipping slaughtered, in fact. Yeah, he's genuinely willing to take her on. Right, we'll make it the flip happen, because she is going to win very handily, and my cavalry's not in a great position right now. Yeah, their cavalry's not really a problem, it's a mild annoyance, but I need to find a way to get on top of their flippin' bows. Okay, here we go. Straight through the middle, and over here, marvellous. Now we're around the back of them, love it. And they're putting some flaming arrows that are totally missing. Ah, they're going for this guy. Right, well, that's good. You can just eat arrows for a little while. That's no problem at all. And you are just, yeah, absolutely shattering that guy, as I would have expected. So now, get around the back here, start chasing off all of these here archers. There's no chance he's going to win. In fact, you know what? You guys, fall back. Because shield walls come with plus 35 range block chance. So they're up to 80% block chance. Their archers can do nothing to me. And enemy units are already starting to flee. Trebuchets, what are you doing these days? Here we go. This is a good target for you. These spears over here, that'd be lovely. Oh, yeah. The archers are already being very, very much scared off here. Flippin' love it. That works for me. And their commander is, as you would have expected, being absolutely flipping slaughtered. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Their archers are doing nothing to my front line at all. I'll give him. He's done better than I thought he was going to do, but he doesn't stand a chance. And there we are. Gan Yen has flippin' destroyed him. Marvellous. And excuse me, did you just send your strategist in to try and intercept? Because, I'm gonna be honest, it's not a good idea. No. That's not gonna work for you at all. If you genuinely want to take me on, I'm willing to murder you. But, yeah, I figured you might want to run, actually. Bit late for that, actually. Now you're dead. Right, time to actually pull back at this point. Some spears have made it to my front line. So, cavalry, where are you these days? You're naffing off way over there. No. See off all this lot, please. And I've got no cavalry left, unfortunately. What I do have is a handful of axes at the bare minimum. Okay, deploy my champion. He can help out with that. And if we can, yeah, point-blank range, straight into those spears with the trebuchets. Try not to hit our own lads in the back if you can. But, yeah, you can just point-blank ranged if you want to. There's no minimum range on trebuchets, I think, which is absolutely lovely and slightly silly as well. Right, just see if we can take out these guys, please. And okay, that wasn't exactly where I told you to go, but whatever. Let's just see if we can, yeah, use these cavalry to cause a bit of a break over here. But honestly, they're just totally falling apart at this point. And don't kill that guy. We need him to live. Oh yeah, the last of the front line is giving up right now. They are giving up too. Champions coming in. Activate Binding Fury, please. That should actually finish off a lot of them. Lovely. They're all running now. Yeah, there's a handful of archers left, but nothing major. And bear in mind, this was technically a siege, because this is farmland, so if I win, no survivors, everyone goes down. So no need to run them down. Apart from you, you can own. Okay, hang on. What happens if you don't get captured, but you are in a siege? Hopefully you get to escape, right? Yeah, you're dead, you survived, but were apparently wounded. So that's fine, he'll be back later. If anything, that's just improved his cover story. No one's going to accuse him of being a spy when he fought so hard he was wounded. If he was a spy, I wouldn't be attacking him. And again, quick loot and occupy, please. We'll be moving in and taking this for us. Oh, and bloody finally, Miheng levels up and gains composure. Fire arrows and night battles, love it. And Hao Zhan's rapid ascendance continues as well, already up to level 4, moving in a very good direction here. Though there is one very sad thing here, which is Miheng doesn't get on with Gan Yen. And Gan Yen is a flipping star, so I think Miheng, we need to find a new home for you. And this is an excellent time for you to just chill out for a bit. There's no major armies around here. Yeah, it's probably a good quiet moment for you to just be recalled. We will find a new home for him, alright? But we need to find a new strategist for this here army. And in a perfect world, by any flipping chance, Sima Yi. Sima Yi is willing to serve in this army. Oh yeah, we can get him out on the field. That's perfect. Though admittedly, he doesn't have precision or composure yet, so we'll need to level him up a bit at some point. Oh, and it's my favourite time of the week too. It's flipping reform tree time. Right. Okay, so I have been noticing all my farm buildings are basically unupgradable right now. So there could definitely be an argument for saying, yeah, being able to actually get plus 100% food production up, literally everywhere, that'd be good. That'd be very, very good indeed. Especially as that does eventually lead towards, yeah, the level 5 buildings over here. But hang on, where are the level 4s? I'm not sure, but this is a good idea anyway, alright? Being able to actually get, yeah, 25% more food out of all my farms. Food is getting a bit dicey, because I do want more and more cities to be at least level 7, and that's going to start putting a bit of a strain on the food supply. The alternative would be, ooh, economic stimulation. So we've got ourselves all the advanced ports. Oh, Tai Shan would flippin' love that. But I think we have to hold off. We have to hold off just for the minute, because food is starting to become a bit of a concern, and we have been ignoring this side of the tree for literally decades. Here we go. More flipping food, and it's so cheap as well. We've been needing this for so flipping long. Right, upgrades literally everywhere that's got food production, please. And there we go. Finally, Yan Shu has decided to take over the fishing port of Bohai, which is definitely an odd pick-off for him, but possibly he's heading straight over to the city next turn. Ah, yes, and don't forget, Sima Yi should definitely actually be the commanding general, because he's the one that's got reach. Now, admittedly, there are historical reasons to believe that taking Sima Yi and making him an important part of the empire, letting him get close to other important people, and giving him higher positions of authority in the civic or military sphere is a terrible idea that will end badly for me and China as a whole, but screw it, I'm sure it's all fine. Okay, time to see what Liu Bei's gonna do, because he's coming to kick my ass personally, and he's sailing further and further south. Ah! Okay, it's possible he's actually coming all the way round to Guangling. Gotcha. Also, there's another army right there in Yan Shu's territory. Right, that's something to watch out for. Yeah, there he is. Not a great army, but it is a full one. So, watch out for that. Maybe move this army down over here towards the Chen farmland, just to be safe. But here's the big one right here. Sleeping Dragons moving in, and you stupid bastards are going to do me a really big favour, because you're about to pull that garrison straight out of the city. Except here's odd. I'm actually technically not at war with Gongsun Do. I'm not sure how on earth Gongsun Zan hasn't decided to, tell him to go to war with me, but for whatever reason he hasn't. So, okay, that's actually not a bad thing, all things considered. Gongsun Do, how would you feel about being independent? Oh, he really doesn't want to be independent, because he kind of hates me. Right, well, I'm really sorry about this, but in that case, I kind of feel like we need to go to war, because it would be very convenient for me if we did. Yeah, even if I offer him the trade port and the iron mine, he's not interested. It's a shame. I was interested in maybe converting him into a buffer state between me and Gongsun Zan, but I'm not sure that's gonna fly. In which case, I think I am willing to go to war with him, purely for the sake of pulling out the reinforcements. Love it. Ooh, bit of a tricky one though. Okay, all cav in the forest, because if he's over there, he wants to join in with the reinforcements. So they'll be marching in this sort of a direction, straight at me. In fact, actually, this over here, this is an alright spot. This'd do. Other than that narrow, tight formation right here. Shield walls right at the front, absolutely marvellous. Tightly bunched together crossbows behind them. G on the flanks to deal with any cavalry, though I'm not sure there actually is any cavalry, but screw it. Let's actually just have them on the flanks anyway, just to provide some protection. Then, of course, trebuchets at the back. Cavalry over there, generals at the front. Not so bad at all. This should be workable. Now, somewhere out there, disappearing into the forest is a champion. But he's a basic champion, so I'd say Qiu Ying should be able to take care of it. He's got some good equipment on him, and most importantly, he's got tenacity of steel. And just as importantly, that leaves Zhao Zhan free to do his vanguard business against the actual infantry. In which case, yeah, Qiu Ying, head forward, scout out what you can. Because we need to actually have visibility of units before we can actually hit them with the trebuchets. So we need to know when they're on the move. Here we are, I see the reinforcements. Now bear in mind, of course, these guys are actually the defenders. If they want to, they can just draw up defensively. But when the trebuchet gets into range, they'll probably change their minds. So we'll have to see whether they decide to come forward first or not. But yes, indeed, we've got Protectors of Heaven, Defenders of Earth, all sorts of sexy stuff here. Oh, those guys look so badass, the Protectors of Heaven. They are flippin' lovely. And there we go, Defenders of Earth with their special, artillery oil splash arrows. Those are really cool. And, aha! We've got visibility of them, and my trebuchet is already opening fire and doing some lovely damage to the G militia. Love it. And I am free at any point to actually, go for a duel with this guy. Do I want to? That's the thing. I'm a little bit behind enemy lines at the minute. I'm going to fall back slightly first. Because the last thing I want is to actually take this guy out, then straight after that, run into some Defenders of Heaven or Earth who are floating around in the background. And no. Not you. Not flipping you. But, in theory, I am willing to actually fight the champion. Oh, bloody hell, is this a good time to do it? Wait just for a moment. Wait a little bit longer. Okay, now's probably safe. Let's get that guy dueling right now. I think Tenacity of Steel should mean we take that one. And bear in mind, as soon as we can, yeah, Trebuchet, turn your attention over here to the Protectors of Heaven and Defenders of Earth, because those are the guys we need to slaughter. Like, G aren't going to cause too many problems by themselves, and as for the archers, hey guys, did I mention I've got a giant pile of cavalry hidden in the woods? Because that's precisely what's actually happening right now. And yeah, Q Ying off to a good start here. Well done. Tenacity of Steel kicking off very, very nice indeed. Well done. So those guys have already been seen off. We have got the Trebuchets doing some good work right there. Just starting to wipe out these guys. Cavalry just sweeping in, clearing up all the rest of this. So the primary army is already pretty darn screwed. Forest is on fire. As soon as that actually burns down, that's actually the end of the forest. It like goes away, which is really cool. Right, those guys are shattered. Now, start the cavalry looping around the outsides here. And just indeed, special oil arrows are starting to come in. Also, this is precisely what I didn't want. I'm about to end the duel, and straight away, there's going to be hardcore glaive troops right flipping there. But screw it. It's what we've got. And there we go. We've managed to win. You need to mount up right the hell now, please. Like, as soon as possible. And you guys, Defenders of Earth. They may be hardcore, but they're still archers. Damn it, they're still archers. Trebuchets, focus over here if you'd be so kind. And now we just start chasing them around. Oh, that's good stuff. It's good stuff right there. You see off those guys. You get around here, see off these lads. Let's get them surrounded. That'd be marvellous. Then we just fire everything we've got over here. You need to get the hell out of dodge, actually. You've done plenty already. That's fine. You back off. So in which case... Okay, this is looking good. We just need to potentially use Zhao Zhan to clear out the actual Defenders of Heaven. They need to go down. But crossbows seem to be doing the jobs, actually. And... dear oh dear, there's actually a cavalry captain over there. That's no good. These guys are going to be unhappy because, yeah, they're stuck inside a burning forest. No one likes being stuck inside a burning forest, so they're already starting to go down. Some guys are taking losses because, yeah, there's actually some Protectors of Heaven right there, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Right. Turn a bit of firepower over to there, please. That cavalry unit's going to be slaughtered, but the others are going to get away, take out most of the archers. This is a good start. This will do. And, yep, those guys just need to be seen off. Defenders of Earth down to the last 7. They're pretty screwed. You've been chased off. That's fine. But, yeah, Protectors of Heaven, they really, really, really flipping stand and fight. Luckily, Trebuchet bolts will do a good job against them. They can't block that. Now, there's a handful of Defenders of Earth over there, only 27 left, so now it's basically a case of dealing with the infantry. So they're actually in a forest that's on fire right now, which is absolutely beautiful. That guy's already fleeing. Do I want to send forward Zhao Zhan just to basically go and hit them with... No, he's got flames. He doesn't actually have Roar of the Beast, so probably not the best idea. And hit those guys and then probably back straight out again because you've basically just been led into a trap. Back off, back off, back off, please. But honestly, if you just keep them busy, while my trebuchets and archers do a good job, that's probably fine, to be honest. That works for me. And when I say trebuchets, trebuchets are kind of out of ammunition, actually, so that's unfortunate. Right. What do I want to do now? Probably just start leading them round into my own back line. Because at this point, yeah, I'd like to let my crossbows have a go. Here we go. Cavalry's moving into a better position here. Deploy the G-Militia forward just to go and bog them down. G-Militia are hardly great, but against cavalry, they'll do the job. And as for the crossbows, they can take out the Protectors of Heaven. They do have 50% block chance, but it's only 50%. That's not spectacular. Good. They've just about broken there. I was worried they were going to get to my front line, but no, they have collapsed. Right. These troops need to not make it back to the city, please. So, cavalry, just see them off if you'd be so kind. And we've successfully captured one of their generals. He honestly doesn't seem spectacular, really. So, you can just be on your way, actually. Marvellous. I'll take a little bit of replenishment, sure. That was a fair bit of money. Maybe we should have taken the money there. But more importantly, we have got ourselves a now basically unguarded city. Yeah, there are 9 horses inside the city. That's literally it. And there it is right there. Presumably the Imperial throne is right there inside that little tiny building. Right, step 1, reinforcements. The last few handful of survivors from the previous battle. Shouldn't be too difficult to drive them off. And step 2, this actually might be a small enough city, we don't actually need to bother going inside it. So, you guys, just fire at will, actually. And as for, yeah, all the crossbows and whatever, same basic deal. Just start moving in. I think you can actually take out these 7 cavalry, actually, without ever bothering to go in the front door. Alright, the strategist has naffed off, his archers have naffed off, and I think my archers will momentarily be in range. Enemy general is fallen, he's dead, and now you guys, this is it. This is all that's guarding the city, and I suspect you're not going to be around for too much longer. And with your death, the first Imperial seat is mine. And there we go. We didn't even set it on fire. We burned some trees down outside, but we didn't actually set the Imperial throne itself ablaze. If you choose to occupy this settlement, you will automatically cancel alliances with other emperors. I'm gonna be honest, me and Sun Jian aren't really on alliance terms, so I now possess an Imperial seat. Oh, and Qiu Ying gets a very well-deserved promotion right there. Marvellous. And yes, indeed, let's just move him towards Adamant Resolve. So, Perception for now, which is fine if not spectacular, but Zeal and Adamant Resolve, those are both really damn good. In fact, sorry, you double leveled up, so actually, yeah, you can have Zeal immediately. Love it. So, with this seat in my possession, we need to figure out what we're doing next. And obviously, yeah, the first big step is, this place needs to be defended. It comes with its own unique Protectors of Heaven, Defenders of Earth and all that good stuff, which is great, but it's not enough by itself. This place is going to need a bit more than that. So, straight up to level 5 as fast as you can, please. In fact, screw it, we'll rush that right now. And, yeah, let's actually get some patrols in play. I need those as fast as possible. In fact, I'm willing to rush all of this. So, that's better. Garrison starts growing immediately. Not a great garrison, but at least it's moving in the right direction. Oh, and I picked up another heirloom spear. That's actually really damn nice because, yeah, +9 expertise, +9 instinct. That's good. And 2,100 armor piercing is lovely as well. Especially as the game goes on, more and more tough armor is coming into play. So, armor piercing becomes increasingly crucial. Now, the big question. Gongsun Do, are you going to see sense at this point, or are you going to be a dick about everything? No, because I'm actually at war with Gongsun Zan right now, he's not willing to do anything with me. But, potentially in future, maybe we can do something with him. Okay, for the time being, let's have a chat with Gongsun Zan, because I've technically got everything I actually need off Gongsun Zan right now, so I'd be willing to make peace with him ideally. I'm amazed that's actually still only -45 total, but then I guess, yeah, the war was fairly recent, so he would be more than that normally. Okay, what we need to do is make peace with this guy. And keep in mind, I've been taking a whole bunch of territory specifically for the purpose of bribing him when the time comes. Because Anping, I don't really need or want Anping. And that livestock farm up there, I don't need that either. Absolutely no reason for me to want that. In fact, if I offer him all of Anping, he's pretty much already there already, so okay, I could toss in some more stuff too. Very, very happily indeed I could toss in a few more bits and pieces. Like, yeah, you're going to want the iron mine back, because that's actually part of a territory you own the rest of, so okay, let's see what you can do for me. Because if I give you any more territory, yeah, actually that's going to be way into the plus. So, you need to do something for me in return. Okay, he absolutely does not want a non-aggression pact under any circumstances, I see. And we're not allowed to talk about abdication until such time as we've got peace. But I don't really want him to abdicate, to be honest. At this point, I'm happy to just have peace with him. Though here's fun. He's actually not too far off being willing to accept vassalization. Okay, that I could potentially deal with. I suspect he's going to be a dick about it, but better a vassal than an independent kingdom who doesn't have a non-aggression pact. I'm even nice enough to guarantee your autonomy because I've got absolutely no interest whatsoever in taking your lands off ya. And with that, we've got ourselves a flipping deal. So at that point, yeah, these guys become my vassals. Flippin' love it. Screw it. Let's make it happen. Now, the problem is Gongdu's actually at war with Gongsun Zan. So we need to actually sort this out. Good. Okay, let's mediate some peace. There we go. That was incredibly easy to do, as it turns out. And also, we need to mediate peace with, Yan Shu. So, okay, everyone's totally chill. I have made the whole world so chill right now. Oh, just look at all the peace I'm creating. Okay, Gongsun Zan. Let's try this again. Because now you're independent. And also, apparently, we're not at war anymore. Because, we were never actually at war. Technically, I was at war with Gongsun Zan. I mean, it felt like we were at war because I literally went and attacked you, but apparently we weren't. Now, Gongsun Zan is saying he would never accept vassalization under any circumstances. Okay, what if I gave you all of this? No, he's just not into it. But at the bare minimum, I would like to have him as a bit of a, safe state between, this'll do. You see, I don't want this territory. This territory's trash. It's out of the way. I don't want to have to defend it. But using Gongsun Zan as a counterweight against Gongsun Zan, that I could potentially deal with. Then again, I do have a problem, which is Gongsun Zan kind of hates me, so hang on. Maybe we deal with him first. Gongsun Zan, we need to have a chat. Because right now, you sort of hate me. But that's absolutely fine. I think I know how I can cheer you up a bit. You know Yuzu, I bet you want that back, don't ya? He does, but he's not even willing to give me a trade deal for it, so he's being a bit of a dick. So as a result of that, I don't think you actually get that anymore. I think the Gongsun Zan plan is what we go for instead. There we go. Gongsun Zan gets handed that big old pile of territory, and as time goes by, he will come round to me. Here we go. How about another plus 50 by just giving you this city I have no interest in owning whatsoever? There you go. So as time goes by, he is going to start liking me. Okay, Gongsun Zan taken care of for now. He'll come round to me in time. Gongsun Zan certainly should be coming round to me. Yan Shao is just bloody all over the place, and he's pretty much neutral to me, actually. I do have a war going on against Zhengzhan, so that's a bit of a concern. The problem is I can't really end that war because Lu Bu won't let me. But then again, speaking of Lu Bu, I think it's probably time I betrayed him before he betrays me. I mean, right now, the border between me and Lu Bu is pretty darn modest, all things considered. And I just don't trust him. He doesn't like me at all. His opinion of me is going up a bit, but I think we need to actually get out of the alliance with him. There are people I would rather be friends with in the world. More useful people. Though weirdly, while Yan Shu likes that, Liu Bei doesn't for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, but Liu Bei's just decided he doesn't. Okay, how about we just get out of this alliance? Because, I'd rather... Ooh. Okay, minus 11 down to minus 12. That's barely anything at all, to be honest. Right, that's why Liu Bei doesn't like it. Only 2 more turns, though. Okay, if I was just to hold on for a second. We can hold on for a second, alright? Zheng Zhang's hardly looking threatening right this second. And when the time does come, I've got this lovely iron mine right here. I will gladly sell her to achieve peace. Ah, yes, and as for Kong Rang, obviously there's a small fishing port that needs to go down here, but, I'm not sure that's a particularly interesting one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could just delegate that, actually. Straight in there, take the port, thanks. And next turn, just start heading up the road towards Donghai. Once we've got that, Liu Bei should come to terms. In fact, to be honest, we're already pretty damn close with Liu Bei. He's pretty happy with me already. If I just hand that fishing port straight back, we're already at minus 19. Here we go. Toss in some spare armor. I've actually got like 3 sets of champion's leather right now. A farm manager, a wooden ox, and a military axe. And we're already basically there. 500 gold a month on top. That is a fair price for peace right there. Liu Bei loves it. Yan Shu isn't so thrilled. Lu Bu hates it too, but honestly, me and Lu Bu are kind of moving away from each other anyway. And there we go. We got ourselves peace. And now diplomatic status is looking a whole lot flipping better. I've got a neutral buffer state between me and Gongsun Zan. Gongsun Zan's going to be working for me, and on top of that, you can actually just go and start mopping up Zhang Yan. You two can finally get on with attacking each other. That'd be flipping perfect. Zheng Zhan I can deal with in time. I've got a territory to toss over to her. No problem whatsoever. My throne up here in the top right is very, very safe indeed. And yes, indeed, actually. Things are looking pretty darn good. We're actually in a peaceful situation to start the march on Sun Jian. Here we go. Right now, Gongsun Zan and Zhang Yan are friends with each other. So, how about no, actually? How about you two are now at war? And now we put a nice little war coordination target over on that lumberyard. And Zhang Yan has barely got anything left, to be honest. If I can just use Gongsun Zan to mop up what he's got, honestly, that's fine. Because Gongsun Zan might be a dick and he might hate me, but I think he's less of an unpredictable psychopath than Zhang Yan is. And that means, finally, Kongrong's pretty much free to do whatever he wants. So, little fishing port over here. But like pretty much every territory in Sun Jian's empire, it's barely been developed. So it's pretty much got no garrison whatsoever. Which means we can just delegate, win stupidly easily, barely take any damage whatsoever. Absolutely marvellous. And if we want to, yeah, we can just actually help ourselves to some supplies, trash your territory, screw it, sack and withdraw. Screw you, you stupid bastards. Basically, at this point, we march south. We trash literally flipping everything. And by the way, Yanshu's here because why wouldn't Yanshu be here? Yanshu's literally bloody everywhere. That's Yanshu, there's some Yanshu, bit more Yanshu over here. Why the bloody hell not, eh? But yes, indeed, Kongrong can just go around making some trouble and making a giant pile of money until finally Sun Jian's willing to field an army against me. But oh, when he does, Kongrong, Tian Yu and Chengpu, nothing standing against them. This army can trash anything in front of it. I think it can just march all the way down over here to Lingling and just take the Imperial capital right now. Still, we know what we need to do now. Liu Bei, it's going to take time to rebuild the trust between us, but when we have, I think a proper military alliance will be absolutely flippin' marvellous. He doesn't need to be my vassal. Me and him can stand side by side as military allies together. Everything's going to be fine. Of course, we'll leave some forces to keep an eye on this part of the world, but now our attention can be turned south. Kongrang can start marching into Sun Jian's territory. Kongrong can do the same. It's time to kick ass and take names, and I believe we're coming up on the end here. No doubt Sun Jian will throw everything he's got at us to stop us now. Lady Wu, Sun Se, any other children he's got. Not Sun Quan, though. Sun Quan presumably works for Liu Bei now because he used to work for Liu Bao and then got confederated. So I'm assuming Sun Quan is somewhere in Liu Bei's territory. Who bloody knows? But we have got some big historical figures standing between us and victory, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we will start running into them next time. But in the meantime, I've been John. It's been many a true nerd. This has been Total War 3 Kingdoms. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!